Popular VTuber just destroyed his career live on stream from Hirohei channel. By the way, Hirohei, I loved your new model. It's very, very cool. I hope you keep doing videos using it. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys, and let's go watch it.
VTuber community with craziness going on. We've got this post from 4 hours ago on our virtual YouTubers titled Hispanic VTuber and ex-Owozu talent raccoon doxes, leaks private and personal information, spreads lies, attacks innocent people, and doxes family members of other VTubers on livestream in order to save herself. It's like the sort of title that just gets crazier the more you read it. It just gets worse and worse. And so this VTuber raccoon, I'm not familiar with them, but they've got like over 400,000 followers on Twitter and on Twitch. Let's take a look. So we got links.
Well, I'm not familiar either. Explain.
But skipping that for now. Yesterday night, former Owozu talent went live on Twitch to clear her name after being ousted of manipulating and using others for her own personal gain in her quest for personal revenge. Instead, she exposed all personal information of both the involved and innocent unrelated people. She did the following: exposing the personal phone of other ex-Owozu talent's livestream, exposing the RUT Chilean DNI.
Oh my god, how you do such a thing? Oh my god. Just by her personal phone, that personal phone, it is enough to discover their identities and etc., where they live. This is so awful and dangerous. Oh my god, this is... yesterday night, former Owozu talent went live on Twitch to clear her name after being ousted of manipulating and using others for her own personal gain and her quest for personal revenge. Instead, she exposed all personal information of both the involved and innocent and related people. She did the following: exposing the personal phone of other Owozu talents live stream, exposing the RUT, Chilean DNA, Chilean of the ex-Owozu talent Nen. Oh, when you say Nen, the one I remember is Nene Amano. It's her? On live stream, something which is illegal under Chilean law and risk being arrested. She revealed to secretly record Discord calls despite telling the other side she doesn't. Thus recording them without their consent. Openly leaked the address and real-life name of several VTubers in the community. Leaked the names and homes of other ex-Owozu talent families. Exposed the private life of Kendall Murphy, Chessie VT. This one is familiar. Chessie VT, I think I've seen before somewhere. Including that sexual life. Oh, no! Why? Why the fuck? Oh god, for no reason, no real reason at all. Attacked, doxed, and leaked the personal name VTubing News channel Fuel because, according to Raccoon, Fuel was a conspiracy plot of Owozu to try take the full control of VTubing News, thus monopolizing it so Owozu can create drama and would wash themselves at will. Hear that shit. General sociopathic behavior during all the stream. The reaction to this stream has been overwhelmingly negative, with almost all VTubers in the community cutting ties with her, while her stream moderators openly calls her out during the stream as manipulator. Moreover, several content creators are considering taking a lawsuit against her, which can make her end up in prison under Chilean law. It is expected several content creators will make a stream talk about it. This is insane. How she... Oh my god, I mean... How could she thought in her mind that this was actually a good idea? Why? How? I mean... This is very basic. I think everyone should know this, that these... even though she has resentment or anything like that, these things that she's doing, it's are actual crimes, like huge crimes. Oh my, and she just pilots one over another? Just simple as that? I mean, oh my god, she can't be... I don't know about their laws, but these are crimes in any country. And are common crimes that any country has laws for this. The age which varies is it's how much time they get and etc. But I don't see that she would be so little time in jail for all of this. Come on, this is insanity. Oh my god.
Nene on live stream, something which is illegal under Chilean law and risks being arrested. She revealed to secretly record Discord calls despite telling the other side she doesn't, thus recording them without their consent. Openly leaked the address and real-life name of several VTubers in the community. Leaked the names and homes of other ex-Owozu Talent's families. Exposed the private life of that Kendo person, Kendo Murphed, and Chess VT, including their sexual life for no reason at all. Attacked, doxed, and leaked personal name VTubing news channel Fuel, because according to Raccoon, Fuel was a conspiracy/plot of Owozu to try to take full control of VTubing news, thus monopolizing it, so Owozu can create drama and whitewash themselves at will? Is that like supposed to be whitewash or something? General sociopathic behavior during all the stream. The reaction to this stream has been overwhelmingly negative, with almost all VTubers in the community cutting ties with her, while her stream moderators openly called her out during the stream as a manipulator. Moreover, several content creators are considering taking a lawsuit against her, which can make her end up in prison under Chilean law. It is expected several content creators will make a stream talking about it. And spoiler alert, the one and only Rima Evenstar has already made a stream talking about some of this stuff already. We'll take a look at that in a moment, but first, some of the stuff that was linked here, and some of the... I thought April was already over. It is. May is Spanish VTubing's turn to implode. I don't know anybody involved, but as a Chilean, I wanted to say, the RUT isn't the Chilean's driver's license, but rather the DNI, which means with just having someone's RUT, you can make your way into getting their address, full name, and a ton of other personal info. It's basically as much of a full dox as there is. So it's similar to a social security number in American.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly that. Here's some of the memes that people are already making about this stuff. Unfortunately, I don't know how to read this, but we could see this one. Anyone in the comments who could translate this for us, it would be much appreciated. And then we've also got this one. I'll scroll that a little bit. You can see clearly comparing Raccoon, that's Raccoon on the right, with Cinder there on the left. And a little bit more of a scroll. And yeah. Hopping over to Twitter, here is the tweet that Raccoon made, I believe, like, of the live stream where Raccoon began to do all this crazy behavior. To my understanding of the situation, that's what's going on here. Well, I mean, specifically it's going to the Twitch channel, but the most recent live stream titled Findel's Show, I believe is the one where this stuff occurred, according to my understanding of what's going on here. And that is still up on that Twitch channel. It's about 2.5 hours long, and for obvious reasons, I'm not going to be showing any of that in this video, but let's hop over to the comments right below this, scroll down a little bit, and see what some of the most liked comments are saying in response to all this stuff. Auto-translated, of course, and you can already kind of get like a pretty clear picture of what people are saying. I mean, you already know, as mentioned from the post that we already read, that pretty much all negative, but we'll take a look. Simply put, a person who spends 24/7 recording all of your calls, taking screenshots of all of your Discord chats, and monitoring everything around you like...
I wanna try to read Spanish. Simplemente una persona que se le pase grabando 24 I don't know how bar she said in Spanish. 7 7 todas sus llamadas, sacando captura todos sus chats de Discord y monitoreando todo a su alrededor como si fuera la policía, no está bien de la cabeza. Por toda esa audiencia que te aprecia, busca ayuda mental profesional. Simply, okay, here is the English under. How is it, huh? And if you speak Spanish and can tell correctness,
Fear the
I'm
police
sure it's
isn't
pretty
right in the
bad, but I
head.
try my best.
For all those people who still care about you, seek professional mental help. Then we got this one. Let's see this one. Hey, what the heck? Why did it do that? Whatever. It says, you put on a show. You could have defended yourself with all the evidence you had, and that was it. But you messed up incredibly by bringing in people who had nothing to do with it. How dare you involve family members in outside romantic relationships? How low?
I actually can. I understand everything that he's saying in Spanish. I understand everything. I just don't read well, and I can't speak either. But I understand if it's written or if the person talks with me slowly in Spanish, I will probably understand 80 or
The
90%
emotional
of
control.
it.
Then really quick, a
Yeah.
few more memes. Once again, if anyone could kindly explain these in the comments, it would be very much appreciated. We've got one more here. Actually, one more after that too. There we go. All right. So I mentioned that Rima also kindly addressed some of this stuff and provided more context and information about it, as well as how she's also like involved
The memes are powerful and fun.
somewhat personally. It's all rather confusing, being that I don't understand everything going on here because the language differences.
Oh, black
So
skin.
we'll take a
black-
brief look
black
at some of what
screen,
Rima
I
had to
love
say
it.
on
Oh
her
my God.
live stream, and I'll also link the full thing in the description for you.
I wasn't supposed to go live today, but
Rima even star. Yay. Let me leave her face alone with a second here. With a second. Where is it again? Oh, here.
unfortunately I have
Too close,
to
right, Hima?
correct
Too close. We
some
were.
lies and that somebody's been spreading about me. Some pretty egregious lies. They're pretty bad, which is why I feel like I am forced to do this now. So just to give you guys a little bit of context, I don't think a lot of you know about Owuzu. It's like a VTuber agency which had all of their entire talent roster walk out last year. Around January, February, it wasn't really talked about in the EN sphere because the whole Selengate situation was going on at the same time. I made a video about them. It was featured on my channel in... I don't remember. It's been a while ago. It's been out for a few months now. Real shady things going on with that company. There's been several lawsuits between them and the talents. 3 lawsuits so far. One of them just concluded. And so the talks have resurfaced.
I think I vaguely remember watching some about it on her channel, but it just has too much time already, so I'm not quite sure. I might be wrong. But I think I've seen something like that in her channel before, for real. And if it was actually quite a long time. Very long time, I mean. I can't recall for
the
sure,
girl
but
lost.
several months.
There seems to have been major oversight on the part of her team or whatever. Because I made another video about it, so go check it out. It's on my second channel. Now what is going on though is that because the conversation has resurfaced, some of the ex-employees and ex-managers that were working there are kind of like going around everywhere doing victory laps, which would be fine in its case if they only did that. Unfortunately, they've begun spreading awful and egregious lies about me, which I have to now put a stop to. Specifically, this one Owuzu, ex-Owuzu manager called Drakeout, who went around multiple content creator stream to leak my DMs with him, which were pretty polite and standard conversation. So he is creating this narrative that my information was fed from an ex-Owuzu talent called Raccoon, which is obviously untrue. And I will prove this in the live stream.
Okay, so pause, my bad. I guess that one VTuber's name is not Raccoon, it's Raccoon. Like Raccoon from Dragon Ball Z, but with an N, I guess.
So, it kind of... I got a translation for this.
Yeah, it
starts
matter.
with
We
Drakeout
understood.
going on Nishigami stream, and he's saying something like, the worst part is, you know what really pisses me off about that? Is that this girl named Rima, the Gringa, came up to me once and said, "Hey, Raccoon told me this. Can you respond to these accusations?"
And so Rima goes on to refute that claim, showing that actually that's not true. She wasn't the one that started reaching out to people. It was actually Drakeout, according to this screenshot, that had reached out to her first. And it sounds like Drakeout has been like sending a part of this set of DMs that she has had with him to people, specifically showing only the part that Rima had said and conveniently leaving out the part where he's the one that reached out first. Rima has also made it very clear that there's more DMs, but she's not going to leak all those. She's not going to do what these people have been doing, I think was her words. The reason she's showing this one specifically is because this is a set of DMs that he already had leaked, except for, as mentioned, the first DM there, which shows that he was the one that reached out to Rima first, according to the screenshot. So she is using that to disprove those claims. And all of this is quite more long-winded. So as I mentioned like earlier, please consider watching our full stream. I'll link it in the description for you. All of this is to say, though, this whole situation is really bizarre. What's going on with like this Drakeout person, some of these ex-agency people, and Raccoon. It sounds like a giant freaking mess. And to be quite frank, I'm rather confused by all of it. But I found it interesting to see a crazy situation like this unfolding that was not in the EN space, because, you know, it's oftentimes this stuff happening in the EN space. So here's something that's a divergence from that. And also, change of pace talking about this as opposed to all the VA stuff we've had lately. But I do have to admit, my coverage is certainly not great here because the language barriers and all this context that I am out of the loop on completely up until this morning when I started looking into this. So multiple things have been going on here with this agency. I mean, well, first of all, the agency has seemingly had a ton of serious issues that became legal matters going on throughout the last year or so. Agency, once again, called Owozu, if I'm saying it right. And
I don't think it's confusing at all, but I just don't know I don't know anything about the people related to that. I know nothing about them for real. And actually, I came watching this and reacted to this to try to understand together with you guys. But yeah, I mean, I understood the situation. I understood everything. I just can't say much because I actually don't know any of this. Only Rima, because I watch her content. And if she said that she's a, like, when someone call you gringo or gringa, they are just telling you are a foreigner. It's just like that. An outsider.
Then all of this stuff recently coming to a head with Raccoon's recent live stream Findel show, and the situation also going on with Drakeout. In closing, we will return to the Reddit thread that...
And that can be pejorative at times, but not always it is. Not always it is. I'd say 50% chance.
This comment defending her actually, saying the only bad thing she was showing was the face of Nene's mom, and I believe that was an accident, nothing else. A response
we
reading,
have these words in our country
stream
too.
literally did all the things listed by the OP, which were both immoral and illegal, plus most of them didn't serve anything beyond trying to screw with the girls. Quote, the only bad thing was showing the face of Nene's mom, nothing else, unquote. Bro, seriously? Even her own mods called her out for sociopathic behavior during all the stream. And this comment that says, you really don't know what doxing means. The OP responds and says, she leaked the DNI of Nene's mom's face. She leaked the house address of Harper Strikers, the real name of several VTubers, etc. Yeah, she literally doxed. But yeah, in conclusion, crazy world we live in, guys. Stay safe out there. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the...
Now, I want to take this brief moment here to thank all of you, my patrons and YouTube members that support my work here on YouTube, and especially my 5-tail Fox member, Jans, and my 3-tail Fox members, Heath Rowell and Fenny Sylvy, for the incredible support to my work. You guys are amazing. Also, thanks to any of you that support me through Tron for things to the channel and by promoting videos on Patreon. Sending super thanks, or you that just like watch and share my content. Thank you very much. You can support this channel life and growth with just $5 a month and gain access to many perks. This is less than a burrito. Check out my Patreon, link is in the description below. Yeah, thank you, Hero Hey. It wasn't that bad. I mean, I understood everything related to. I have an idea of what happened and all. I just don't know the people involved. Only Rim and nothing else in there. I think I've seen one of those before. That was so disgusting, and I hope she rots on jail. Yeah, it's just what I hope for her, because she deserves that. I mean, no matter what situation it is, you just can't do that. Okay, for many reasons, just because you are a professional. When you are a professional, you don't do stuff like that. I think it's her at the end of her career and probably her life in general. And thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you Hirohei for the video. It was very informative. I don't think it was confusing at all or anything like that. Don't check my links below, guys. Patreon and Discord server. Consider helping me on Patreon. If you don't like Patreon for any reason, consider becoming a YouTube member. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!